GPL 357, where we are a few degrees short of a full circle. It's a cracking panel we've got today, a massive week which has had everything. We've got the lost round, we got pulled off the course last term, lightnings and storms across the fairways. And this week we've got the coming Jim Foley medal and the massive blockbuster. So to introduce the panel, I'll start with the celebrity corruptible themselves. They've got the new uniform, Mr. Darren Carroll. G'day, DC.
How you doing?
On the other end of this big panel, we've got the man behind the bar, as always, Scotty.
G'day,
Scotty.
G'day, boys.
And the two captains of the teams that are going to be playing the big blockbuster. On my right, sitting at 3-0, is the captain of the mighty Tunners, Gary Lennox.
Howdy.
Gary. And on my left, the Buglers' mentor, the big man himself, Greg Madigan. G'day, Greg.
Hey.
So guys, because we don't have reviews, we'll just be running through this coming event, and obviously we'll search for some lost degrees. We might have a bit of a chat about the Jim Foley medal, what it means to the club and what it means to you two guys, and then we'll give our tips for the big one as well. So we'll start off with our first tip. We'll have a look at the Wolfpack playing Wally World, guys. What are your thoughts, DC?
Well, Wally World sitting up towards the top where they're in normal position, 3 and 1. Wolfpack down there in 15 spot 1 and 3, and their number one player, Chris Page, basically holed up with a back injury. So big loss to him. Big loss to the team for the Wolfpack. I can't see how they're going to get over Wally World in this one.
Yeah, Gary?
I agree. Wally World.
What about you, Greg?
Yeah, likewise. Wally World too strong.
Well, they're real too strong. The Wolfpack, they are laden with good young players, but I do think Wally will be too good for them. What do you reckon, Scotty?
Yeah, Wally World very consistent.
Very consistent, so Wally World a full boot. The next game is the back nine mark will be up against the All Night Chemists. Guys, the All Night Chemists are starting to flounder, I think. The young members of the side, who I thought was going to be their energy, seem to be using all their energy on Friday nights, which was always the danger. At the back nine marks, you're just getting a little bit of work there. At 1 and 3, if their defence is going to have anything, they need to do it this week, and I think the back nine mark might get up.
Yeah, both teams sitting at 1 and 3, so it's a must-win game. Yeah, I agree. Back nine Mafia. Just though, I think the Chemists will give them a good run. But back nine Mafia for mine.
Guys?
I think, the back nine Mafia last year previewed and were eliminated in the last completed round, so in the Survivor Cup. So I think they'll bounce back. Back nine Mafia for me.
Back nine, Greg?
Blood stick in the water. I've got a brother in the chemist, so I'll go against the flow and go the All Night Chemists.
Well, all the best with that one. What about you, Scotty?
Yeah, I was surprised, mate. You changed your tune after round 2. You said this is the best team not to win a game, and now they're no good. I think All Night Chemists.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, I have changed the tune of the Chemists. My big improvers, and they're sitting at 1 and 3. The next match, Wanderers against the Wood Ducks. Greg? The Wanderers and Wood Ducks both going well this year, and both are 2 and 2. Who do you reckon pulls out this one?
Yeah, I think this will be a very hard-fought game to go either way. I don't know the ins and outs. Are there any news on ins and outs at this point in time, Tony?
I think they're all trying to get in. It's a massive field.
Well, I think as close to a bugler as we get Corey Mansfield, I'm going to back him and back the Wanderers.
The Wanderers. What about you, Scotty?
Yeah, Wood Ducks have been very disappointing with their just not being able to get those high scores that they did get last year. But I'll stick with them. Wood Ducks for me.
The Wood Ducks. Myself, I know there's a secret weapon coming from the Wanderers just out the back on the practice fairway. He was looking very good, the captain. I'm expecting the Wanderers to go very well this week against the Wood Ducks. So the Wanderers for me. What about you, guys?
I'm the Wanderers too, Tony. A few boys from the fresh air we're keeping that team, so those that drink together play well together, so I'll go for them. Although the Wood Ducks are pretty good at it too, but yeah, I've got to go for
Good at drinking.
They are indeed. I reckon Matty Sellis' jaw sits about hit the floor by now, DC. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, this won't help it. Look, the Wanderers with their recruit this year, Danny McKenzie's just been following on his Friday night GPL form, and he's pretty much carried him on his shoulders so far, and I think he'll get him over the line against the Ducks.
The Ducks, oh dear, oh dear. Our number 4 tip, F-Troop against the Tridents. F-Troop, we're giving you guys a bit of a barking before you got called off the course the other day, Greg. How do you reckon they'll go against the Tridents?
Praise the Lord, that lightning came at the right time, because so F Troop are obviously in a bit of form, and I think they'll knock off the Tridents this week.
Scotty?
You know what I think, Tony. Tridents.
Tridents. I was surprised in the Tridents when they were up against the Wood Ducks, turned up in the green. I thought they were basically putting the white flag up.
It was a little bit disappointing. I thought they should have marched out there in the blue uniforms and just tried to show the Wood Ducks that they meant business. Up against the F Troop this week. This is going to be a close one. Both teams, I think, fairly evenly matched. They hit off around at the same time in groups of 4 at that 11:30 to 12 o'clock mark. I don't know. I'm going to go F Troop. Really not with any great certainty.
Guys?
F Troop for me too.
Yeah, I'm with F Troop. The Tridents, until they wear the blue when it counts, I think they're obviously have some doubts on where they're going. So Tony and Rihanna, get the blue back on the boys. What we do all the time, we did do this in the morning, which was fortunate. We did go out on the course and search for those lost degrees, and it's amazing what you find out.
You've got Mark Wallace, one of the Wood Ducks in the big blue today, mate. You against the Tridents.
I may be losing the shirt off my back today, Tony.
Oh,
It's
no
not
good.
looking good for me.
This
We've
is
got a little
no
while
good.
to go though, so we'll see how we go.
There's a few to
Hopefully I
go.
can save the shirt.
Here's Sam.
I'm grinding away,
Peter,
Tony.
here you go, mate. The Mighty Wanderers after your weekend.
I'm grinding away, Tony. Grinding
Grinding
away.
away, good to see.
I'll get a good score.
The
Mate.
tie working. The tie curry working beautifully.
I did.
Yeah, beautiful. Keep going, guys. How are you travelling, Sam?
I started like a house on fire and then wiped the last couple of holes.
Oh, that's right. Burn the house again, mate. Fire it up. See ya. Here we have the captain of the Tridents in what I must admit is surprisingly in the green. It's like you've already given the shirt back.
Yes, this is our natural colour. That's our playing away colour.
Away, and you decided not to take the Wood Ducks on in their own
No,
colours.
no,
Was
no.
this, were you a bit scared of this?
Well, no, actually, I was just
Terrified.
hoping that we'd win and that they would have to throw their shirts down and give them away. That's what I'm hoping. But I'm not helping the team very much at the
Oh,
moment.
jeez. It's a massive game for F Troop today, Eamon.
Yes.
How are you travelling?
We're not doing too bad. We're a little bit down, but we're holding on.
Holding on, the buglers. There's a bugler over there driving in a cart because he's hungover. That's a good sign.
Well, 3 of them, I think, have come in with no score or not turned up, so
That's
hopefully
even
we'll be
better.
good.
All right, all
Thanks,
the
Tony.
best.
Cheers.
Good luck, guys. So it goes naturally, dressed up like this.
Yes.
You're making a statement. Is the
Absolutely.
statement going to happen on the course as well?
We're doing our best.
If we don't win, at least we'll lose looking like idiots, so a bit of fun.
No, you look magnificent. You don't look like idiots. This is
It's
just
a little,
beautiful.
little bit of what for to the Vultures, given that they took our magenta.
Yeah,
They
they
did.
tried to take our pick, so we thought we'd go the whole hog and just teach them.
Guys, a bit of colour around on the fairways, that's for sure, guys. The Surats are up against the Ferrets this week, the undefeated Ferrets. Do you reckon that uniform's going to get them done?
Well, you have to go for the silver rats. Their news troop is inspiring, but in the words of their skipper, if they don't win, they just look like idiots anyway.
That's exactly what he said, and I think he might be right. The Ferrets, for me, they're going magnificent. There's going to need more than a fancy set of duds to get them over the Ferrets, I reckon. What about you, DC?
Yeah, look, I've been on the Ferrets all year, but I know something tells me about this week that the Sewer Rats might be primed for a good one. I tell you what, I hope all 11 of them are going to wear that, because I'd love to see Paul Crow in that outfit out there on the weekend. But I don't know why I'm going against the Ferrets, but I'll go Sewer Rats.
Greg?
Yeah, I'm going to go to Surats as well, Tony. Just more in hope that leaves us, the Buglers, on top with undefeated. I'd like to see the Surats, not the Ferrets on.
Bit of assumption in that statement there, Greg. How about you, Scotty?
Well, look, I predicted the Ferrets would be the big improvers from last year, and they haven't let me down so far, so I have to stick with the Ferrets.
Yeah, it should be a great match. The next, the Gummers are up against the Phoenix. The Gummers look to have found their form back this season after last year's had the wooden spoon knocked off until your boys, the Cruckles, took it off them in the last game of the season there. DC up against the Phoenix. I'd expect the Gummers to continue their fine form this season and be just a little bit too strong. Gaz?
I'm going for the Gummers. I think last year the Phoenix threatened to rise from the ashes, but they never quite did. So I think they'll threaten to rise from the ashes again this year. The Gummers for me.
Phoenix, I think. Circle of Roy due for a good one. George Megaludis has been playing okay lately. Paul Sarong, Keith Benkel, a lot of those 7, 10, 7, 18 morning groups posting a good score, hopefully. Phoenix for mine.
Greg?
Gunners to me, Tony.
Wouldn't know much about the Phoenix since they hit off in the first two groups of the day.
I don't know any of those names. No, I do. I don't think they're going to get over. I think the Gunners are far too strong.
Scotty?
Yeah, Gunners for me, they've been a lot better this year compared to their form last year.
They have indeed. The Vultures are up against your boys, the Corruptibles DC. The Vultures had their first win and were going okay again until they got pulled off the course. The Tridents were in trouble against your Corruptibles. The new uniform looks great. It's missing a big yellow gangster on the front, which appeared a couple of years ago, all in purple. I'd expect the Corruptibles to wear that uniform to its first win in the first game, DC. What do you reckon?
Well, you were less than complimentary about last year's uniform, so it's good to see you're on board with this year's one. Look, we'll be comfortable over the Vultures. We might even put them into the outright. I think we'll win that comfortably.
They'll get back.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to go for the Vultures. They're on the bottom of the level, I think. So I think George Smith has got over his injury. He'll lead the team to a victory to get them off the bottom of the ladder.
Beautiful. What about you, Greg?
I'm going to Vultures as well, Tony, because anything to stick it to Darren and those Corruptibles. So I think more in hope than anything else, I'll tip the Vultures.
Scotty?
We like to say Vultures, but Corruptibles just look that touch stronger.
They certainly do. And so finally, guys, what it's all about this week, the Jim Foley medal, the ceremony on the 12th at noon. Everyone's really welcome to attend. We'll Fitzroy RSL coming down and we'll have a full Anzac Day ceremony just in honour of what this day is all about. Jim Foley was our first president, but also fought in World War I, where he was awarded the military medal for gallantry, and he really was the backbone of this club in its early years. And it's wonderful to pay tribute to him. Guys, Gaz, what's it mean to be involved in this blockbuster?
Well, Anzac Day is such a special day in football, and as this competition copies of football, it's quite fitting that we have this Anzac Day challenge to represent the same thing, and calling it the Jim Foley medal on day is special too. I remember when I was a kid, caddying down here, back in the 60s and 70s, Jim used to stand at the end of the bar and have a little tipple, and he was a genuine president, always in his jacket and tie, and he was a great leader for the golf club.
Very right. I think having spent many years down here as a kid through till now, and walking in and seeing that painting of Jim up there, very apt that the medal is struck in his name, and then we have this day. Something we always look forward to, the Buglers, to play the Tunners and building that tradition. Hasn't gone so well for us over the last few years, but great to see the Elfington RSL has closed down, so we might be one of us might be half a chance to play a reasonable round, and really looking forward to it.
One of the great tactics there, worked you out. Scotty, the Tunners at 3-0. What do you reckon about that?
3-0, not 3-0.
Won the first three.
They won the first three. Well, they seem to play well on Anzac Day, or around Anzac Day, so they have got the wood on the Buglers this time of year, but
one of them plays well.
You'd be loving that 3-0, wouldn't you, guys?
Love it. Yes.
Is it a problem with the uniform? Is
we've
the
just
time up to August or something? Or?
We've just got new shirts. You can't tell they're exactly the same as the last ones, but they are new shirts. So we'll be debuting in the new shirt with our sponsors, Klein Partners. On the sleeve, James is actually out. He's sprained his thumb on Saturday, so he'll be the reverse of a sponsor's allowance, and he'll be out. But we'll be flying the Klein Partner sponsorship hard and taking it to the Tunners on Saturday.
Well, if they DC, the recruits these guys have brought in, Aaron Shaw and Gordon Laurie for the Tunners and Wayne Gay for the Buglers. How do you see these guys influencing it?
They've all done pretty well so far this year. I think Wayne Gay, has he only had the one round, or he's had two rounds? He had 2 rounds and pulled out 41 in one of those, so he's certainly been serviceable and more than serviceable for the Buglers. And Aaron Shaw's been, he's turned up, he's been around the mark of his handicap, so he's contributed. That was a big question mark on him in the draft. He's, on the Saturday, it's very hard to get Aaron out of bed sometimes. So
I think his scores came at 3 out of 4.
His scores have been pretty good. So look, they've done pretty well. Tons have dominated this in the past, but I like Big Dave Allen. I think he's just come off school holidays where he's managed to sneak in 16 games of golf in 2 weeks. And I think he's due to
great profession, the teacher, isn't it?
Close to 40.
He didn't waste any good shots in those 16 rounds either.
Not at all. And I think that and possibly a touch of fear would make me tip the Buglers in this one.
The Buglers, Gaz, write me down. Naturally, Gaz, for you to get up and win this thing, who do you reckon is going to be BOJ and who's you going to fear from the red?
Well, there's one that's obvious, but I'm not going to win this year. I'm going for Rod Lennox. Rod's actually hit his guns this year. He's our best player at the moment, so I think he'll fire up again.
He's playing very well. Obviously, Greg, you'll be going for your team. Any fears you have, or who's going to need to fire for you to get over the line?
Oh, no fears. We're all going to need to fire.
What about the fear of Zip 4?
Oh, there's a little fear of that, definitely. Every game has that as a potential outcome. We just don't think about it. Everyone needs to fire. I think we'll be looking for W Game to step up again in his debut season. Mark Carafa's in really good form, and I think our backbone of Streety and Breck, I think will be enough for us to get through. Well, hopefully Brian will get us away early in the morning, and the rest of us will hang around and be thereabouts.
He's almost the only morning bugler now. Everyone else is playing the afternoon. Scotty, who do you see winning this one?
Well, form you'd have to go to Buglers, but this time of year it's like the old-fashioned Collingwood-Carlton rivalry. The Hunters seem to rise up for this game. But it's too.
What's your tips,
Hunters.
Well, we obviously got the guys on the wrong side of the table. I reckon it'll once again be a cracking match. And I think, Gaz, I reckon the Buglers might just get over the toppy on the strength of their form so far this year, which has been outstanding.
I think you've tipped them every year so far.
I know. How am I going? I'm over the jinx, so I'll keep that going for you and you'll go straight to 0-4. Yeah, so that wraps it up, everyone. Thank you very much, Greg, for coming in, and Gaz, to be honest, all the best. It's a wonderful thing we've got going. The ceremony will be fantastic, and it's really great that your two teams take this in the full spirit of it and play well and enjoy it. Good luck, guys.
Thanks, mate. Good luck, mate.
Thank you very much, DC and Scotty, once again. Very valuable comments that you throw across the table about what's going on. And don't forget, everyone, if you want to win this thing, you need to turn up and play well. This has been GPL 357, and we will see you this afternoon.